Hi everybody, welcome back to our community. This is my first video of the new year. I need to start this project. I'd like to take a moment and wish everyone a happy new year. 2024 is getting off to a rough start, but hopefully it's a lot better than 2023. Anyway, I have a lot of work to do on this photo here I took with my Samsung S23. I need to first improve the color a bit inside the software. Just click auto color and it looks a lot better. Our polar bear is improved already. But however, if we zoom in here, hit Control and plus on your keyboard, you'll notice all these dots here. I need to get rid of them. Looks like he has some type of disease and we need to give him a little bit of help. We're the doctor. We're going to fix what he's got going on here. You can also notice the eye here needs some painting as well as the nose. We have a lot to do here. I'm just going to scroll down my mouse here and just put him in the center. I'm going to grab my spot healing brush here, make sure it's selected, and just go around and click all these dots. Now I think that's a little too small. I hit the bracket key just to make it a little bigger. And this is a lot of work, but you want the overall project to look really good, so you want to make sure you do a lot of work. You don't want to be lazy, otherwise things don't look too good. I take a lot of photos with my phone. I just find it's a lot easier and I can save a lot of money from buying stuff online. Now this little guy, I bought him in a store and I just bought him for like maybe a few dollars and he just looks good, but I didn't notice all these little spots on him. It's probably paint that just fell off while he was in transit to me. Anyway, we'll get him fixed up here, make him look a lot better. And we're almost done that already. Takes about maybe 15-20 minutes to isolate him onto a new layer and get him looking good in PNG format so we can bring him in Cartoon Animator 5. I'll be doing a lot more projects this year. Hopefully I can make a lot of good content. Now I don't like that there. Okay, that looks a little better. I just want that. Yeah, it's alright. Have to sort of talk and pay attention to what I'm doing here. And this is looking really good. But like I said, too many of these things. So I'm clicking away here. And overall he looks alright. Okay, now we need to go in and clean up his eyes and nose. Let's just do that right now. I'll show you how I do that. Press H on your keyboard, Control plus. We're going to zoom in a little bit here. Move the hand key here, and there we go. Press B on your keyboard. I want to check the color to make sure. Hold down Alt and it looks like it's okay. Now I can begin painting. Brush looks a little small, make it a little bigger so I can get things done faster. And there we go. His eye looks more like an eye. And there we go. That looks good. And maybe just make this a little more rounder. There we go. Now you'll notice his nose needs a lot of work too. Brush is too big. Just make it a little smaller using the bracket keys. And we'll just paint down here. Take it slowly and easy. I'm using my mouse, a lot more difficult to paint accurately. However, I'll get it finished here. That looks a little more. There we go. And then we're finished. I didn't like that. Control Z, that looks like it's out of place. And that's fine. Next thing I need to do is isolate him onto a layer. Grab my quick selection tool up here. Make sure plus is selected to get a good result, and plus. And I'm going to use my bracket key to make it a little bigger. Now I need to zoom in here. Control plus on my keyboard. And we'll just start from the nose and work our way around. Very fast and easy. I like the outcome so far. I'm glad I took a picture of him like this, and it looks like it's going to work out okay. Now that didn't go so well. I'm going to make it a little smaller here when I minus. And we'll just click along here and see how it works. Looks good. Now I need to zoom in and make sure that the outline is perfect. Control plus on my keyboard and have a quick look around. I want to make this a little smaller. and make sure plus is selected. Press my H on my keyboard for the hand tool, and you'll notice here there's a little bit missing here. I want that to show up. Quickly grab my tool here and plus, and it looks good. I'm happy with that. That also looks okay. Press H again to move around my hand tool. Hand tool allows you to move around without making any changes. And we're just going along the back of his body here, almost finished. Make sure everything's selected. See, I would have missed that spot there. See all that's not selected. So again, I need to go over here and just quickly go over it. And it should grab the edge a little bit more. Okay. H on my keyboard to keep moving along. And everything's finished. Now you notice I missed this as well. Just quickly go up here, change it to minus. On average, it takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes to create one character. I'm missing a bit of his paw here, so I want to get that. I also don't like that dot, so I got to go back here and grab my spot healing brush and make it a little smaller. There we go, nice and easy, finished. Next thing I want to do is quickly go up to our quick selection tool again, and I want to mask, and I just move each of these a few points. Click OK. Quickly grab him, click on him once, control copy, and we're going to move him onto another layer. Control V, delete the background there, and we have him. He looks really good so far. I'm actually quite happy with this. I'm gonna select him like this and just crop this image. Image and crop. Now we're finished him. Now we need to save him and get him ready to bring him into Cartoon Animator. We're going to save as, and we don't want it PSD format. We want to bring him in as a PNG format file, and we're going to call him Polar Bear 2024. He's our first project of this year. Click OK, and he should be there. Anyway, that's it for this part of the video. Now we're going to move him into Cartoon Animator and test him out. We're getting ready to move our polar bear into Cartoon Animator. You can see the different angles that I've taken of the bear, and you can see a nice picture here that I'm going to use for the background, and you can see our bear here. Now let's open our bear up. I forgot to do something here. It's very important that you take a look at the sizes of your props, otherwise they will slow down and lag the software. Now a general rule I use is that I like to keep them about 1,000 pixels. You can see here this is double. Just quickly, 1,000 pixels, that's the maximum for anything I use inside Cartoon Animator. Click OK. Control S on my keyboard, and it's saved, and we're ready to go into Cartoon Animator. Now we're in Cartoon Animator. First thing I want to do is bring in my background. And here we go here. So our bear is going to be visiting Hong Kong. Have you ever seen a polar bear in Hong Kong before? Next thing I'm going to do is bring in our bear. There's our bear here. I want to close this and make sure I have a good view of our bear. Now I need to add some bones to him. I click Add Bone. Now this is the center of his body, so I'll start it here, and then I'll move it to just below his neck, the end of his neck, and then I would just move it to about the start of his mouth or his jaw and just stop it there, left click, and finish. Now I want to go down to the back here, click here, move it back to about the back of his leg, and then all the way to his back. Stop it again. This is going to be a custom rig for this bear. Takes a little bit of time to do it. Think about where things are placed. And there's his foot. And just do the same thing here. I will probably want this to go here, to go here, and just take my time. Now I need to test my rigging. So I'm just going to click preview here and click on the bones. So this is his neck bone here. Click on his neck. And it looks okay. He's moving okay right there. He's saying yes. So someone's trying to give him some food. Looks good so far. Now I want to go down here and try to move his leg. And that looks okay so far. So maybe he's getting moving finally. And then let's try his other leg. And that looks also okay. Sometimes I don't like the warping. The warping's a little bit too much. Now he wants to sit up like this. And he's looking at something in the sky. And then we could probably move his head. Okay, and now he's just looking straight ahead. He had a seat and he's looking at something. Anyway, this looks like a good rig. You can always play around with it and just figure out what you need to change inside it. I like it so far. I'm just going to quickly exit this here. And I'm going to need to take a picture of him. So I just click here. And this is a very important step. Rig the GUI. And we'll just copy. And looks good so far. Bone size, maybe I want to increase it by just 1 or 2. And click OK. Actually, this is repeat. So I'm going to try it again. And I just do the same steps. I made that 2 last time. And it's OK. And it's done. And let's see how he works. So I need to make a custom motion for him after. Just close this here. And we'll take him back to the main stage. And there he is. He's in Hong Kong and he's visiting. And he's walking down the street and everybody's running away. Now polar bears are big, but I'm not sure they're as big as the buses. So there he is in Hong Kong and he's walking through here. And now if I want to do a custom motion for him, I think first I better save him. I'll put him in the custom and character. You can see all the work I've done here. A lot of you haven't seen these in videos yet, but you will soon. Just click here and it loads them in there nice and fast. Now you'll notice that Cartoon Animator 4 is a lot faster than 5 and it's a lot more simpler and easier to use. I like it better than Cartoon Animator 5 at this point in time. Just gonna click right polar bear and 2024. I always give things the year, makes it easier to find them later. And there's our bear. Now let's just go over here and have a look at our nice cute little bear here, and we're going to give him some animation. The way I do that is I click into the timeline here and I go into the bones here, 2D motion key editor, and I can probably go maybe 15 keyframes and we'll move his head up. So I just go like this. He's looking up a little bit here. He's seeing something. And then I'll go another 15 keyframes and he will just sit down. I think this is how I made him sit down last time. Oh, that looks a little weird there. And we'll just move his head back a little bit. And there we go. Anyway, let's see what that looks like as an animation. I'll probably need to play with it later. So here he is here, and he's just did that. Okay, very good. Well, anyway, we're all finished with this now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's great to see everybody visiting our community again. Hopefully I see you again soon. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for subscribing. Hopefully our numbers go up to maybe 250, 300 soon, but who knows what happens. Anyway, thanks for being a part of our community, and remember to take care of yourself and your family and stay healthy. Bye-bye.